Okay, let's see if that works. It works. So silly. Alright, should I just redo intro? It didn't work. It did work. Okay. I'll just redo an intro though. Excellent. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, I'm the manga reviewer, and welcome to my stream. Today we're going to read Return of the Manhwa Sect from chapter 80. So this is a little past the first mini arc in season 2. So there's a little introduction, like how strong they were and their changes. So excellent going on. Let's keep it going. Congratulations, Sect Leader. We ha 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 ha. Everything you've been telling about the Manhwa Sect has finally paid off. I'm truly grateful for your congratulations. Thank you so much. To think I live to see this day. Oh, I forgot to add put the play on. Here you are. That's way better. The day when the sect had that was thought to have fallen completely revived, and even went all the way, we even came all the way just to come help us without any hesitation. My father was right after all. That's the place where the heroes who protected the Hua Shadow sect are staying. They're probably celebrating today's victory too. I ought to apologize to them for not believing them, as well as shouting out at them due to letting my anger get to my head. I must discuss the Manhwa sect's future of them. I will glaze. What are you trying to do again? Stop him at all costs. Gotcha. Chungmyeon, come down. Think it over. Those guys from the Wudang sect already left. There's no need to do this anymore, is there? Since all that's left to do is to return to Wudang sect. Didn't sect leader repeatedly ask you not to cause any trouble? Please stop. That's right. Your job's done, so don't think about bothering it anymore. Although I didn't like how you guys fought, I'll overlook it since you guys won. The only expression of senior brother Jogo, why me? What I'm about to do is of utmost importance. We're screwed. Throther, I think something's wrong. Where am I? Senior brother, you're awake. We're on our way back to the Wudang sect. We're still in the mountains. We are going back? What happened? What happened to our task? We've lost, huh? What happened to the Path Academy? They were told to vacate the place by tomorrow morning. They asked us not to sully your name and honor. I've always sullied the name of the Wudang sect, despite using such underhanded methods in front of all those people. Not only did I sully the honor of the Wudang sect, we couldn't even achieve what we came for, right? Objective, the sword graveyard. Senior brother, we can't allow ourselves to return empty-handed now. Go to Wudang sect and report our situation. The rest will tend to their wounds here and await further orders. No need for that. Senior Mujin, one of the Wudang sect's most powerful first-class disciples, whose name starts with Mu. On top of that, he is part of the 3 swords of Wudang who are known to be the strongest. Nonetheless, what is someone like him doing here? You look like I'm wondering what I'm doing here, right? Our second had some worries, so he asked me to come here, and it seems like he had a right to be concerned. Did they get up on you with numbers? Did the Manhwa sect must have twice the amount of people you had, or did they maybe receive help from another sect? You weren't able to win despite putting your honor on the line, that's right. More than just my honor. Do you think your name belongs only to you? Don't be mistaken. When you do something unsightly or appear weak, the world now criticizes you, but the Wudang sect. You still don't understand what that is reputation of the Wudang sect has been silly because of your actions? I apologize. Forget it. Whatever the case is, it no longer matters. We're giving up on Nanjing. Pardon? Now that things has come to this, we'll skip Nanyang and go for the sword graveyard right away. We still haven't figured out this location, haven't we? Isn't that why we need Nanjing? The Wudang sect has already figured out its location. Wow, what's the humiliating that you've lost? There will be plenty of opportunities to get even. We got something more important than a trivial matter like this, so calm yourselves down. Reinforcements are going to be sent here soon, so those who are heavily injured will return to the main sect. Those who are unscathed shall follow me. Yes, senior. Well, the Wudang sect has done it. As long as we find the sword graveyard, we will easily pay back all the humiliation we've received. Jim here, are you able to carry on? I want to calmly analyze your current condition. There's no shame in being injured. I can carry on. I will not be of any hindrance. Then you follow. Senior brother, who are you? Show yourself. Black clothes? I'm just a robber that was passing by, but now I have a question for you. What is the sword graveyard that you mentioned? A robber that was passing by? Did you seriously say that? Even though we're in the middle of the mountains? You're not a mountain bandit? Oh, right. Okay, then yes, a mountain bandit. Is he a lunatic? The sword of his, the pattern on the sword though, isn't it a Plum Blossom? Isn't that crazy bastard from the Manhwa sect? Manhwa Divine Dragon? Wait, what? How did you guess it so quickly? No, I mean, it's not who you say I am. It's so obvious. I thought that the disciple of the Manhwa sect would have at least some honor. Do you not have any sense of shame? Seriously, I told you I'm not him. You should have just feigned ignorance. What a clueless dude, Tisk. So you're saying that you're a real robber and not a disciple of the Manhwa sect, right? At least that old man understands what I'm saying. You're definitely not a disciple of the Manhwa sect. You can't be one. Right here, right now, I'll simply cut down a robber that's threatening us. Oh, he's a smart one. I'll tell you this first. This matter can be resolved simply if you take off your mask and apologize. However, if you're not acting stupidly, then I have no intention of playing along. Oh, really? Then I have something to say as well. If you tell me what the sword graveyard is, then I'll overlook everything and allow you to continue on your way. Otherwise, I guarantee you that I won't show any mercy. I heard that Manhua sect had gone stronger. People say that even the strongest among them is the Manhua Divine Dragon. Come on now, there's no need to say such imperial things. Such just an exaggeration. Bro, at least like make some effort to hide your own identity, you idiot. I don't know anything about you at all. I have never seen the Plum Blossom graveyard engraved on your sword, nor have I figured out that you're the Manhua Dragon. That way, I'll have an excuse to even get badly injured. I sense a blade-like pressure around him. Although he hasn't even used his energy yet, the pressure makes me feel as if I can get cut at any moment. The second-class disciples are just the new generation's leaders at best. However, that man's on a totally different level. He's probably one of the most skilled martial artists I have fought ever since my reincarnation. A true swordsman of the Wudan sect. I'll tell you one more thing. There's one old habit I have, so you better watch your head. It seems you must do something. You guys aren't skilled enough for him to get him to fight. It's natural that one would pick up the sword against only someone that's warfare. That's what he said, the Huawechi sword. If he's strong to that extent, then the person who defeated me would say that, then the strongest disciple of the Manhua sect there must be the Manhua Divine Dragon. But still, isn't it crazy to want to fight against Senior Mu Jin, who's at least 30 years older than him? Against the one who's known as the strongest even among his peers? Oh, one thing before we fight, let's make a bet. Bet? Wouldn't it be disappointing if you put in the effort to fight but didn't get anything out of it? So let's go with the loser following the wish of the winner. I want to hear about the sword graveyard that you were talking about. What about you? If you lose, you'll take off your mask, bow your head, and apologize. And on top of that, you acknowledge that the Manhua sect is no match for the Wudang sect. Goodness, I already said that I'm not from the Manhua sect, but I'll agree to that much. No one's allowed to be petty and go back on their words. Alright then, I'll let you have the first move. Are you seriously letting me strike first? Why not? You want us to just keep blaring at each other? One must know the limits of their arrogance. If you don't want to strike first, I'll make my move first. Whew. That was just a greeting. If you hadn't aimed for my neck with that move, I would have been beheaded already. Thank you for your consideration. Not at all. But if you're really thankful, then don't fight half-assed. I hope you'll fight me seriously, of course. That's exactly what I tend to do. That's more like it. Bam! Show me just how the current Jiang Hu is compared to the one of 100 years ago. Has the martial arts advanced, or have they weakened due to losing everything in the war with the demonic cult? Senior. That's the ever-flowing sword energy that Wudang sect is proud of. In order to maintain that tremendous flow, one needs huge amounts of internal energy. There's a reason why the new generation has no choice but to stop at the second-class disciples. Wudang sect's martial arts are a late bloomer. Even the unique posterior strike of the Wudang sect and the gentleness of their techniques require a great amount of internal energy to take down opponents. So even if the different people use the same technique, the difference in its power can be worlds apart, depending on how much internal energy they have. Our Zero Dragon Sword Art. Its sword energy truly befits its name. Show me everything. He cuts it? That's impossible. How did he cut unbreakable sword energy of the Wudang sect? If this doesn't work, then try stopping a strong stream. Wow. Titan Sword Art. It's perfect. To think someone is able to use the Titan Sword Art so ideally. How is one supposed to stop such tremendous internal energy? Even if the Manhua Divine Dragon is truly talented, there's no way he can stop the tides of the Yangtze River. It'll be over with this technique. What? That's all? The sweet swords of Wudang, my ass. Is that all you've got? This won't do. You need to take some serious beating before we continue talking. Bro, not a chance, huh? He got diffed so bad. What an impressive attack. If I had been hit by that, it wouldn't have ended with just a stab wound. I would have died on a stop. I'm definitely weaker compared to him right now. Why is someone as skilled as him wearing a mask and doing something that extraordinary? No. This isn't time to be thinking of such things. I was quite surprised to see you split the tidal surge of the Wudang sect. After all, I put a ton of energy and mental power into it. However, what will happen if there are tens of such sides? Tower Sword Art. Collective tidal surge. Ooh. You should have done that from the start. Invisible Sense Stride. He dodged all those tides? Ever-flowing sword energy. It's not something that can stop easily. So as long as he's out of reach, my tides are just flailing around for nothing. However, you're not exactly where I wanted you to be. I've been waiting for you to get stuck in the air with no place to land. Gentle strike. Returning strike too? I guess he was trying quite hard, huh? He made it so that there are barely any places for me to dodge and proceeded with an attack that are hard to deal with. That's a pretty good plan considering that I came up with it on the spot. He's really strong. None of his movements can be predicted, and he surpasses me in all aspects. At this rate, I'll definitely lose to him, and both the wooden sects and my reputation will be beaten to the ground. I can't let this happen. I must win. I was ordered not to use this yet, but if I can win with this stance, it must be the inside sword art. Not only is it the greatest sword art of the wooden sect, but it's also its symbol, Taiji inside sword art. Did he already pass down that invincible technique to him? It's the senior's victory. The moment he used, the result of this fight has been decided. Hey, you idiot. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a little work call. Okay, let's go continue. Let's go where we're at. The moment you use it, the result of the fight has been decided. Hey, you idiot! How is this possible? You're doing alright so far, but then you pulled this shit. You failed as a disciple of the wooden sect. During the fight, you ought to focus on using what you've already mastered, but you dare use an unmastered technique? You have a death wish? My back! That was my last resort that I pulled because I thought I'd lose if I did nothing. But even this technique failed. Do you think a stronger technique, sword technique would definitely be better if you even didn't master it? How can there be no improvement after so many years, you fucking bastard? I'll die this way. I need to run away. Just once, if I create an opening, that will be surprise. Just one opening. If I focus my striking legs to withstand an impact and parries attack the moment of sword touch. Head, right now. Your chin this time, you asshole. Fucking bastard. Man, people from big sects know nothing. How could you protect only your head because simply because I shouted at? Just how straight and honest do you think you have to be to believe what your enemy says? This is why the Manhua sect and the Wudang sect have to get out of their mountains. Think this is a good experience for you, right? Information. Hey, get up. Tell me what the sword safeguard or graveyard thing is about. Look at his state, though. He'll be in deep sleep for at least 3 whole days, right? Too harsh for my hits? You, come over here. I want you to tell me about the sword safeguard. Sword graveyard, yes, that. Oh, do you not want to talk? I'll be a goner and let that fist hit me. However, this is the very last strand of pride that I have right. Alright then, I'll let you go. After all, he's the one who promised to talk. Since you guys won't tell me anything, I'll have to wake the person who will tell me. You can't be thinking of... This is something I've learned in my life. Violence can't reward everything in the world. However, it resolves most problems. If I keep beating him up, he'll eventually wake up, unless he just dies. Oh my god. Okay. That's just... Okay, so he just beat up his master or elder. Hey, do you not want to talk? I'll be gone if I let that fist hit me. However, this is the very, very last strand of pride I have. Alright then, I'll let you go. After all, he's the one who promised to talk. Since you guys won't tell me anything, I'll have to wake the person who will tell me. Wait, you can't be thinking of... This is something I've learned in my life. Violence can't resolve everything in the world. However, it resolves most of his problems. If I keep beating him up, he'll eventually wake up, unless he just dies. Like, everyone's just like, what is happening? Make sure you guys just stand there and keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything at all. Oh my god, Chungyang's the best. A graveyard? You're going to plunder a graveyard? Is it the Wudang sect lacking money? No, that's not it. Please put him down first. Huh? This? Don't worry, I won't need to use this if you tell me everything. It's not like I'd beat him up after hearing everything you have to say. I don't know what to do anymore. Please do as you please. The sword graveyard is indeed a graveyard, as his name suggests. Why is the Wudang sect looking for it? That graveyard has the grave of a woundless sword interceptor. What? The woundless sword interceptor that I know of? Oh, what is it? The woundless sword interceptor. 200 years ago, in the era before me, he was known as the strongest in the world. His grave is known as the sword graveyard, as the Wudang sect is trying to raid it. Yes. Then why did you say that? That wasn't the case. What are you guys doing there? There are many people who have been called the strongest in the world. Why are you specifically looking for his grade? It's not like you are ordinary people. What does the Wudang sect want to achieve? One of the Wudang's outer sects had been robbed recently. While catching the robber, he got hold of a hidden treasure map that he had, and then we deciphered it. That treasure turned out to be near Nanjing? Yes. We know its approximate location, but I don't know where it is exactly. This is why I want you to find the location, but you're afraid that people might catch on to what the Wudang sect is doing and would all rush over. Since you made a big fuss of trying to get rid of anything possible interested parties so that you can act freely without Nanjing, is that it? Yes, precisely. That does make sense. It was indeed straight that the Wudang sect got interested in small town Nanjing. So where's the graveyard? I don't know that much. You better fess up. If you tell me everything you know, I'll let you guys leave quietly. Sword Interceptor. As his name suggests, he was taking away the swords. As a person of unknown origins who didn't belong to any sect, he suddenly appeared one day and won duels with all the swordsmen of the world. Upon defeating a martial master, he was taking their favorite sword as his trophy. Right now, there's no way of finding out why he did that 200 years ago, but it is unknown that he suddenly disappeared with countless weapons he had gathered. What's important is that those favorite swords that he stole back there were all divine weapons. I get what you're saying, but did those numerous martial masters just give him their favorite swords nilly-milly? It seems they made a bet. If they were to lose, they would give up their swords, and if they were to win, then he would return all the swords that he'd taken so far. And then no one won, huh? Indeed. After he disappeared from the Jianghu, a rumor started to spread that he gathered all the weapons that he had stolen in one place, and then he made his own graveyard. The one who can hold the sword graveyard will rule not all the Jianghu, but whatever. That part of the is obvious. Who gives a shit? That's just not in this legend. Yeah, you're saying that it's true and that you want to tame the divine weapons. And the martial arts knowledge and the woundless sword after finding his grave. Yes, I see. So that's all it is, yes. How dare you lie to me? Is that how you tell your juniors? What are you talking about? I really told you everything. Do I look like a pushover to you? You're saying you didn't lie, well, then you just withheld information, did you? What if you just stand there and watch? I'll wake this asshole up and hear it from him directly. The Wudang sect did all these things because you needed weapons and the martial arts knowledge that the woundless sword episode had hidden? Is that what you're really saying? If Sage Sambong heard that, he'd wake up in his grave and strike that darn head of yours with that Chaiji fist. How dare you be full of lies? I'll beat this guy on your behalf. You believe that if you keep hitting him? Of course, that's why I'm hitting him. Do you think I wouldn't find out if you didn't tell me? You guys are so darn obvious. You still have a treasure map, right? It's obvious since you guys... It's obvious since you guys are the only ones that are here. I'll just take it and get it deciphered. But you need to pay the price of making someone a fool. Stop! Medicine Immortal. Medicine Immortal. What? The Medicine Immortal, the woundless sword interceptor, is actually the Medicine Immortal. The medicine, he's the one that made the best medicine maker. Yes, says medicine could bring back even the dead. So the one who's rumored to have eaten an origin energy pill every meal, even though it's even more powerful than Shaolin's great energy pill. That Medicine Immortal? Oh, I see. The Medicine Immortal. Yes, that'd make more sense. Well, he's known to be the best in medicine making back then. There's only a few people that knew about him. Just how incredible were his crafts and skills in that craft. The origin energy pill that he created had so much energy in it that even the great energy pill of Shaolin pales in comparison. It's a priceless treasure for martial artists who risk their lives with their energy and techniques. 100 years ago, a huge bloodshed would have taken place the moment rumors of the origin energy pill spread on the world. Oh, yes. Are you sure? There's no point in keeping any more secrets that I've said this much. After all, his eyes look like he's not having no lunch here letting us go. I must be telling him everything. Like, dude. Like... Even though the Medicine Immortal became the strongest in the world, he wasn't known for his martial arts, as they weren't good. In other words, he was able to defeat all the swords by providing special techniques, which means that he had so much energy that no one could imagine. There were a lot of people who suspected that the one sword interceptor was the medical immortal. Although there were a lot of rumors about him, he presently set out to divine him, so he died out. However, after he passed away, one of his acquaintances leaked out his real identity, and even right now, only a few sects know about this truth. I told you everything I know, so please let us go. Of course. I'll let you go naturally. I'm a man of my word, okay? Last thing, give me the treasure map. The map is never probably, but think about this. If even you guys who have the map don't know where the exact location is, how am I supposed to look for that place without needing a local map? There's no way that makes any sense, right? That's why you give me all this information, so that if you just leave it like that, the wound sect will definitely swim like that, and like ants over there. When it happens, I will find the sword graveyard, and we'll be chased by the wound sect like a chicken on the run. That's why I at least need the treasure map in order to balance our side. How did it turn out like this? I can't give you the treasure map. You can't give it? Don't tell me you became this Tao just so you can spend and steal it from other people. If someone from, if you're someone who struck the path of Taoism, don't you think it's ridiculous that you're the one saying this? Senior brother, choose. Would you hand over the map, return to Wudang Sect, and safely bring your sword hands, or do you want me to be buried in the ground with only your head sticking out until I find the sword graveyard? Which one is it? You have to abandon all material desires to become true Taoist, isn't that right? Damn. This is golden, man. So I must have deciphered this encryption in order to enter the grave, huh? The Medicine Immortal sure made it tough, though. But I'm not your average person. I'm someone who is known as the greatest talent in the entire history of the Manhua sect. This is nothing for me. What the fuck is this? I don't get what it means. It doesn't look like a movement of sword. I'm only a genius at beating the shit out of people. I've never done anything like this before. Whatever, I'll just leave it to them. In that case, since I beat up the Mujing or whatever his name was and stole the treasure map, the Wooden Sect guys will be swarming here soon. It'll be hard even for me to deal with all of them right now. At this point, I have about 3 days to solve this. 3 days, huh? I must find out the sword graveyard's location by then and then access it before the Wudang Sects. If I manage to get the production method of the energy ordinance, so the Manhua sect will be able to head towards becoming the strongest in the world again. Right now, though, it's time to eat something. Shouldn't we follow him before it's too late? I'm sure he went after the Wooden Sect guys, so we might catch up with him even if we go in the same direction as dinner. If we catch up, do you think we can stop? I was like, dude, what are we gonna do if we catch up? We're just gonna get like bullied anyways. It's pretty funny. Oh, I don't see my chat. Okay. Do you think we can stop him? I don't know what kind of sins I've committed in my previous life for me to have a junior disciple like him. But still, he won't get in trouble, will he? I'm not saying he will get into trouble. I'm just saying that if he did, it wouldn't be too serious for us to handle. After all, he has always a good reason to get into trouble, and he always managed to clean up his own messes. What a pain that we suffer while he's cleaning up. I can't believe she's still drinking tea so carelessly in this situation. She's really a strange person. He's here. What? Oof, my direction's a bit off. Is it that difficult to walk through the entrance? Oh, and first, everyone gather here. We're all gathered. What the hell have you been? So this must be deciphered. What? Before we decipher something, what did you say? Oh, did you beat up? Who did you beat up to get this mysterious treasure map? I told you, right? The guy known as Azure Dragon Swordsman. The Wu-Dang Sect's Azure Dragon Swordsman? Yeah, I already said that's him. Stop making me repeat my words. So you just stole that from the Wu-Dang Sect. You lunatic! What fool's gonna handle what happens next? It's obvious they'll come out here in rage. Let me go. It's okay. They don't know it's me. I use the mask. But you wear a sword of our symbol. Oh my god, I'd rather pluck all the hair out of my emperor's nose. Why do you have to steal from the Wu-Dang Sect of all places? Senior, you sure you can let us go? Are you okay with letting the Wu-Dang Sect guys get this? Should I just return it then? Even though it leads to the grave of the medicine immortal, where the origin energy pill recipe is restored. This situation is definitely evil. However, it's a necessary evil. I can't believe it's the origin energy pills of all things. How can I not fall for it? If you only walk the safe path in life, you won't become extraordinary. I'm saying we need to take a gamble here. Stop hesitating over unnecessary things. If we risk everything we have, then we might go bankrupt. That's true, but there's a chance that we become rich overnight. We must take the gamble. This time around, I agree with Chung Myung. What? There's no need to wait for us to wait thinking. Right now, the moment the Wu-Dang Sect guys are returning to the main sect as fast as they can. Once they bring back reinforcements, is all over. Even in costs our life, don't we need to quickly find a place and get everything before they come? Jogul, Senior, let's do this. Their eyes, they're serious about this. All we need to do is decipher, right? We don't have to go through the traps and whatnot later on. Yeah, we just need to decipher it. Whoever this place is, I'll make sure to get in. Damn it, I'm a man too. Now that we already stolen it, we just can't give it back to them. There's nothing we can do to reverse this situation anymore. Even if the sect leader wants to send my head flying, let's give it a try first. Jogo, yes sir. Senior you, get ready. We need to decipher this tonight. Yeah, let's do it. Woo! Our walls have been destroyed. I want to forget about the gracefulness I feel towards them. But why does it feel like I'm falling to my inner demons more and more as the days I become here? I thought I was getting better, but this isn't exactly a wound that medicine can help. It's close to impossible to recover from an internal injury after all. I can't show them my weak side right now. Hua Shadow Sect has barely gone out of a crisis and just reached a chance to start over. I must resist. You're going to sleep already? What's the matter? Has something caused discomfort for you? I'm not the one feeling discomfort here. You are. Is that so? I've dealt with most of the urgent troubles already, so let's start getting your affairs in order. What affairs are you talking about? Wait a minute. Keep your mouth shut, please. Dude, is he gonna diddle him? Because of your internal injury, we gotta treat it, don't we? Are you telling me you're able to treat it? This isn't an injury that can be easily cured, though. If something goes wrong, I won't be able to be alone in trouble. You might suffer internal injuries anyways. No way. Nah, no way, not happening. What? I know very well just what kind of things go wrong. However, I'm also very well versed in handling internal injuries. There are two ways to treat internal injuries. The first one would be to use one's own energy to correct it and put in place the remedies that are out of place. However, we in some isn't skilled enough to treat internal injuries of this scale alone. What a mess. That means that we're just left with the second method. For another person to infuse the energy into him and forcefully restore his meridians is 10 times harder than the first method, but what the internal energy almost went into my body while my mouth was open. Why did he start suddenly infusing internal energy into me? What would he do if the leaked energy leaked out from my mouth and I experienced energy deviation? Fortunately, it's not completely destroyed. Judging by how this is working, he's right. The pain that I've been suffering for a long time is fading away, and refreshingly, a warm energy is filling my body. Is this the energy for towers? He's definitely a different disciple of Manga Sect. Wait, did you just talk? Bear with it for a while. It's almost over. Based on what I know, to be able to talk while infusing or absorbing internal energy, one must be at the level of the divine being. Even most elders of a respectable sect would have trouble doing that. How is he managing it? Just who is he? Sit up. Huh? My body's moving by itself. I went into the lowest position on his own. I'll be helping you achieve the great heavenly circulation now. To put it simply, I'll be opening up all your meridians and treating your internal injuries. That includes a few parts of the meridians that are tricky to deal with. I'll be guiding internal energy through its natural flow, so you just need to follow my lead. Wait, will I really be okay? Let's get started. Ooh. So the energy within the meridians is flowing towards our energy core like a river. But basically, the energy core is the best place to spread the energy throughout the whole world, the whole body. However, it is also a highly sensitive spot that one could destroy one's body if something went wrong. There's no way to make such a mistake. The great heavenly circulation is usually achieved slowly over a period of time, but we don't have the luxury right now. A heavenly circulation that's been attained too quickly might have a certain level of impact, so if sect leader Lee is left alone, his body will break apart at a rapid pace. So what can we do? We just have to endure it. I'll open up his blocked meridians and clean his internal injuries as I extract the impurities that have accumulated within him. And then that's the energy that's been traveling through his whole body. We'll make a circle and return to my body. That's just one circulation. There's something I didn't tell him. The great heavenly signature needs to go through 12 such circulations for it to be fully completed. My pain seems to be gone. I didn't simply recover. Unlike before, I'm filled with overflowing energy. Tao's Chang Myung. This is the Manhua sect remembers. It remembers the favor it has been given. The loyalty that you've shown towards the Manhua sect for more than 10 years shall be rewarded. Please continue protecting the name of our sect. If you do so, the name of the Hua Shadow sect will also ring throughout the world along with the Manhua sect in the future. Wow. The great Manhua sect is the third class disciple of Chang Myung, the one the world calls the Manhua Divine Dragon. After such a long time hearing, I finally got to hear those words thanks to him, my old dream. The revival of the Manhua sect. I'll be able to do it. I will do it. No, this isn't it. This shouldn't be here. Where did it start going wrong? I'm trash. Shouldn't it be to the right? No, to the left. What's going on here? What the hell? You can't solve it, huh? I've been told that I'm very sorry by lots of people, but it must take a genius to resolve this. There's nothing we can do about it. I guarantee you that there are less than 3 people in the world. Wudan sect did it, though. I guess the Wudan sect has an incredible genius in their midst. Are you telling me that there's something the Wudan sect can solve that the Manhua sect can't? Who said that? I'm sure that at least one person among our seniors can solve this. However, it's possible right now because we're short on time and manpower. That's no different from what I said. In any case, we can't solve it with the people here. We need someone who's an expert in traps or mechanism. Isn't it difficult to find someone in trap expert even in the capital? What do you intend to do? We can go to the big city right now. The Wudang sect will be storming here soon. You want me to go look to a big city to look for help to solve this? It's the same as letting the Wudang sect guys eat up all the origin energy pills and get strong while we do nothing while we can't solve this. There's nothing we can do. No, there's always a way. There's always a way. Why is he making that face? What is he up to again? Is this the real thing? I think so. Although it's cryptic, it seems to have a certain rule that needs to be followed in order to solve it. We will do something about this if we had more time. In any case, at least we're sure this is the real thing. I have just one more idea. Okay, no. What did you say? I said we should give up. No, before that. Dad, we can't take on the Wooden sect with just a few of us. With just a few of us? Yes, exactly. You can't stop them with just a few of us. It'd be solved if it weren't just us then, right? Let's turn this into a huge thing. What? Like you said, we can't stop the Wooden sect with just the people here. In that case, we're better off turning this into a huge thing instead. We'll take the whole world at the Sword Graveyard somewhere in Nanjing. Are you out of your mind? You went and created a hell of a mess, now you want to spread news of a treasure that's worth millions of gold everywhere? Are you seriously crazy? Wait, it doesn't sound crazy, but if you think about it, he's not totally wrong though. Think about this again. If the Wudang sect who's desperate to find the sword graveyard sends reinforcements for the main clan, then the number of people here will be sent will be tremendous. In any case, the 5 of us can't stop them, even if we have Chung Ming on our side. However, what if the severe sects from all over the world start gathering here? Then we'll intentionally create a chaotic situation. Yes, this is just an idea, but at least we'll have a bit of a chance that way. We won't be able to sneak past the Wudang sect here. But if people are involved and the situation becomes a chaotic, then we might get a chance to squeeze ourselves in there during the mayhem. And if you have someone among us who'll gladly go on a rampage when there's a mess, although I feel like I'm about to be driven crazy, it doesn't sound completely illogical. Alright, it's all or nothing. So what rumor will we be spreading? Do we just go out there and tell people that the sword graveyard is in Nanjing? As if anyone would believe something like that. Do you have any better ideas then? We're running out of time. No matter how much we try to spread the rumors, no one will believe them. There's no need to be spread by a trustworthy person. Who would that be? It's not about who. It's about where. Right? I'll be right back. Do you say that Mu Jing was defeated and that he suffered heavily injuries? Yes, sect leader. So the rumors about the Mount Hua Divine Dragon were true, huh? Well, it's not surprising that a third-class disciple who's able to defeat 10 second-class disciples of the Silent Edge Tech is capable of that. Besides, that was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Jin Hyung, yes. Do you know why such a thing happened? Because I was foolish? No. The reason why this happens is because of the traits of the techniques of the Wudang that you have. All martial arts become stronger the longer you train it. However, the Wudang sect's techniques grow for it can be compared to other sects. The more internal energy one has, the deeper understanding of where the heart is. And the longer they train with the sword, the more the power snowball. I can tell you that if you had learned martial arts techniques instead, you wouldn't have been defeated by the Manhua Divine Dragon. Do you understand what I'm saying? What can I expect me from? If I agree with his words, then I'll be insulting the Wudang sect's martial arts. But if I say that he's wrong, then I'll be offending him. I'm not sure. I just told you the reason. The reason why we need a medicine immortal's method of making the pill. My apologies. It's not your fault. I made the wrong judgment. I did expect the Manhua Dragon to be there, but I didn't think he'd be strong enough to defeat Mu Jin. In fact, I thought that you'd be enough to deal with him. My apologies. So what do you think of the Manhua Divine Dragon after seeing him in person? He's a monster. We did have trouble dealing with the Manhua sect disciples too, but he was on a completely different level. Is he that strong? Jin Hyung is even more talented than Mu Jin was at his age. For someone like him to feel that the Manhua Divine Dragon is a tall wall to overcome, this is a problem that's hard to overlook. After all, that might mean that the possession of the Wudang sect's future generation is in danger. Can you go there again? Me? Do I deserve the chance? Yes. You did commit a mistake, which is why I ought to give you a chance to make you up for it. Those who are departing from Nanyang have already completed their preparations. This time, the elder will be going there personally this time around. As soon as you're prepared, I want you to go to Nanyang again and get what we need from the sword graveyard. The Manhua Divine Dragon kid must be stomping his feet in frustration right now, as he's unable to decipher the map. So he's probably waiting for us to arrive. In order to find an opportune time to sneak in and steal the method of making the pill. I want you to fix your own mistakes. This time, I'll make sure to execute your orders. Please give me some money. Oh, kind people of Luoyang, please give me some money. I starved for 2 days. I'll accept even leftovers. Please, hey, did you hear? Something huge happened in Nanyang yesterday. They say that the disciples of the Manhua sect fought the Wudang sect disciples and won. Come on, don't you know the Wudang sect? How could they lose? You must have heard incorrectly. I'm telling you, it's true. Everyone's been talking about it since yesterday night. All right. What? Did you say in this letter? The Wudang sect lost to the Manhua sect in Nanyang? What a ridiculous rumor. He needs a beating later on. No, I don't think so. They dare send unchecked information? Are they looking down on the Luoyang branch? Well, I'm being less strict on the beggars these days, yes. I'll summon them all shortly and beat the sense out of them. There hasn't been any decent information lately. Why are there so many reports from Nanyang? I guess something new happened in the last few days ago. Wait a minute. In Nanyang, the Manhua sect's second-class disciples fought on behalf of the Hua Shadow sects against the Wudang sect's the second-class disciples who acted on behalf of the Path Academy. The Manhua sect won and the Path Academy left from Nanyang. Manhua sect's victory, Wudang sect's defeat. Manhua sect's perfect victory. Wudang sect lost an abysmal despite having an advantage in numbers. There are tens of similar reports in regards to Nanyang. Based on them, countless people watch as the Manhua sect's disciples defeated the Wudang sect's disciples. There's no reason for all those people in Nanyang to conspire and lie together. Does that mean it's true? The Manhua sect has already beaten the Sunway Edge sect. Now they also defeated the Wudang sect. A single win could be just luck, but then it wouldn't have happened again. Could this mean the revival of the Manhua sect? They are the 10 most reputable sects in Miram. They are known as the 10 Great Sects. They used to be among one of them, but he lost their position. If the sect had been long forgotten for a long time, suddenly regains their strength and returns to the world, then they'll definitely change a lot of things around. This is huge. This even could tilt the power balance in Jianghu. Besides, the first class disciple of the Wudang sect, Azure Dragon Mu Jin, he was being carried away in a cart in an unconscious state. Then there's even this ridiculous rumor that I'm seeing right now. It seems there's a need for me to look further than this. You can't enter here. Inform the branch leader once. Stop him! Why is it so noisy outside? Are you the branch leader? Yes, that's me. Let's work on something together. Why is he drinking tea like that? Why is he drinking tea like that? It's like he's drinking liquor or something. He isn't a picky person though. Not only is the cup severely chipped, but the tea tastes almost like water because it's made from cheap leaves. Anyone would feel offended by this kind of treatment, but he doesn't seem bothered at all. I know you're the Manhua Divine Dragon Cheng Myung, so what do you want to talk about? I want to sell you something. Sell something in the beggar's den? While breaking the doors like that? They insisted on stopping me, even though I wanted to meet with you here, so I couldn't help that. So, it seems you have little experience in Jianghu. You're right now in the place of the place you're in is right now the office of the beggar sect's branch leader. I'm not sure who you think you are, but the beggar sect isn't a group that you sell things to. If you wanted, we want something you want to sell, go to the black market. Oh, is that so? Okay, then, if that's what you want. I came here first because we're both from the Orthodox factions, but I guess the beggar sect isn't the same as it used to be. First, you guys stopped me at the gate, then the branch leader asked me to go to the black market and stop. How would you know the beggar sect in the past? What should I do? This is really rare, so I just can't sell it on the market. Well, where's the nearest branch of the How sect from here? Huh? How clan? After getting rejected by the beggar sect, the next place he looks for is the How clan? That means he sure knows what kind of business we do, though. He doesn't seem worried about just leaving. That means that the thing that he holds can be sold easily anywhere else. Should I have just asked what he's selling first? What are you trying to ask? Pardon me? Why would I tell someone who's not going to buy it anyways? Hey, you there, bring me some good liquor right now. Yes, sir. A cryptograph? Just by a single look, I already know this is huge. I've handled similar items as a branch leader before, but the vibe of the thing is giving on a totally different level. Come on. Do you say you can touch it? You should have done that. Wait, how did you hit me? I didn't see these movements. I didn't even feel the air fluctuations. I heard a lot about the Manga Divine Dragon, but is he that skilled? Never mind, I need to focus on this first. What is this? This is good. Should I start explaining? What? This is that? I've seen a ton of such reactions already, so let's skip this part. Everyone wants to know if it's real or not. You drop us out and invite such things, right? Well, yes. How much do you want to buy it for? Don't tell me. How much? If what he said is true, then he really stole this from Wooden Sect after beating up Mujin. If this is indeed a map that leads to the real sword graveyard, I can't put a price on this. Money aside, why is he selling this? No matter what lies in this place, this map leads to it. Isn't it obvious that even just one item from there would be incredible enough to change one life in Jianghu? Are you not going to buy it? No, that's it. Why ain't trying to solve it himself? If I could, I would have done it. But if I can't solve it, then what's the point of keeping it? I should at least get some money out of it. He's right. Even if it leads to a treasure, it's pointless to keep it for life without doing anything. However, we're talking about the pill-making method of the medicine immortal. While that'd be a wise decision for a normal person who doesn't care about this stuff, the way of thinking is way too business-like for a Taoist. Taoists would always comply with the direction of values and rules that their sects have set with the values of the world. That means that they only live while doing things that are respectable. However, he's doing something that's totally outside of what a Taoist would do. Based on my experience, when such people gain power, they mess up with the world however they like. Either he's someone who's way more dangerous, I think, or someone who will bring forward the revival of the Manhua sect. Hey, what do you keep thinking so deeply about? I ask you, how much are you willing to pay for this? In any case, even though he seems like a quick thinker, that doesn't mean he's got a lot of experience. If this map is truly the map of the Sword Graveyard, then it's priceless. However, there are a lot of things to have to consider. Well, even though this map might lead to the Sword Graveyard, if people find out that it belonged to the Wooden Sect, then the number of people punching battles will be greatly reduced. Besides, no one knows if they can solve this map either. On top of that, we'll need to pay a fee to keep people quiet about the fact. We'll also need to look for a buyer. And one place no evidence that is real. So 100,000 yang. On top of that, I'll add another 20,000 to strengthen our friendship. A total of 120,000. 120,000? He's hooked. I'm giving you an especially good offer. Oh, so what do you say the How clan was? What? I'll be going since that price doesn't seem to fit what I have in mind. What are you talking about? The price isn't right. 120,000 yang? 150? Only 150? You guys are hopeless. How dare you try to scam me, you fucking beggars? 200. You're still out of your mind. 3 million. Don't even dream about anything less than 3 million yang. 3 million? You just realize how large that sum is? We don't have that much money at the Loyang branch right now. Even if you get everything we could right now, it'll only add up to about 1 million. If we were to get money from the main sect, then it'd take at least half a month. So, do you want to make the deal or not? If you insist, alright. 2 million, how's that? That's still such a ridiculously huge amount. I doubt more than a handful of people have such a sum at their disposal. 3 million right now, or I'm not selling it. Why does he keep pushing it? I can't tell if he knows its true value or if he's just trying to get his luck. In any case, I can't deny that he's the darn smart for a Taoist, because my estimation of that map value is at 3 million yang. The confidence he has, that annoying expression and posture, it's telling me that with his whole body that he'll run to the Cloud Clan immediately if we don't agree to his conditions. Yeah, I was like, bro, trying to scam me, bro? Sir, we don't have that amount you're requesting at the Loyang branch right now. I can't make a deal unless you accept the condition I offered. Alright, as expected, you barely cannot afford it. However, it's still ways to get money. Ways to get money? There's a continental finance manor in Loyang, right? If you go over there and say that you need money urgently under the name of the beggar sect, they'll give you the needed sum right away. Make sure to bring the banknote paper here. Oh, he has to take a loan? A $3 million loan? That's the fastest way to ruin one's life. As if there can be a worse life than being a beggar. I heard that. I can't do that. 2 million now. I can't give you any more. Please decide. Will you take the 2 million now, or will you we'll go elsewhere to find another buyer. However, I can guarantee you that it'll be hard for the Hao clan to come up with even 1 million yang. I guess there's no choice then. I won't go to Hao clan though. I'm heading to Wuhan branch. The Wuhan branch is the biggest. yo, he's not going to competitors. He's going against his own team. Well, you made an effort to come here. Then you should try and sell it here. I only came here first because the Wuhan branch is further away. Besides, didn't you say the Wuhan branch doesn't have that money? What's up? Is there a reason why you don't want me to go there? That's because the 9-finger bigger is the one managing the branch. If I fail to make this deal by sending him away and let the other branch take such huge credit, then the Loyang branch will definitely fall out of favor of the elders. We'll buy it. 3 million. We'll buy it for 3 million. Who said it's 3 million? Pardon? It's 2.5 million, isn't it? What? You just said 3 million. The market price of the item can change in an instant. So it just increased to 3.5 million. Oh my, I think the price is about to go up again. It's now 3.8 million. Wait, it's going up to 4. I'll buy it. I'll buy it for 3.8. What a wise decision. Good deal. Here's 1 million that we had and 2.8 million that we borrowed from the Continental Finance Manor. A total of 3.8 million. I bought it all in the form of banknotes, papers that you asked. It was a good deal. But remember one thing, beggars have eyes everywhere. If this is fake or if you're playing some trick, then you'll definitely pay the price of it. It's definitely real. Definitely? Is there a reason you're sure? Of course. If he's that confident, then if this is a real thing, it's worth more than 4 times the one we paid him out for. Am I not very confident? That map has already been sold by the Wudang sect. Haha, the Wudang sect did that? This is indeed real then. What? You probably need to hurry up though. They probably left for the graveyard right around now. I didn't lie to you. Did you just let him leave? I think he just said something bad. Branch leader. Oh! Catch that bastard! They're so heartless. It'd be nice if they sent a letter back already. It's not like they went to play. They have a mission. I'm sure they've been busy, just been busy. Even though you say that, you're still coming up here 15 times a day to look at the road to Nanjing. Don't worry, sect leader. I'm sure they're doing great. Unbelievable. How could you be saying such carefree things? They're different from us, aren't they? They aren't lagging in any aspect. That's why I'm saying they'll be fine. They need to be different. They mustn't be like us. We can't let them go through all the things we've gone through. Yeah, Mohawks are getting desecrated. They have to be different. They ought to live a good life, not a shabby one like ours. If I could just give up all the honor to make sure that we don't go hungry, as long as we don't get looked down upon others, I'll be satisfied. Those children ought to be the new Manhua sect. It will just be the furrows that help them grow. That's the least we can do. Sect leader, what's the matter? The Yunhua Merchant Guild just sent down news of Nanjing's situation to us. Oh, let's see. So they had fought a fight beyond the Manhua sect. They were victorious. Also managed to patch the fact that they'll stop accepting the subbers again after things are down. Okay. Oh, I knew they were great. Please go in this way. Ha 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 ha. Are they coming back right now? We don't know since they're the ones who sent us the wishes. I know what you're going to say. You want me to prepare a welcome for them since they did a great job. Don't worry. I'll take care of that right away. You guys really did great. However, it's amazing that Chen went into trouble. He's a Taoist after all. Haha. Just because he doesn't act like one doesn't mean within the sect doesn't mean he does the same outside. Ha 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 ha. Mount Divine Dragon, my money. Branch leader, are you right? You looked down on us and made a fool out of us. I'll teach you that messing with the beggar sect. No, that messing with me is something you regret. As ordered, we requested reinformation from the main sect. However, they say that we don't have a lot of available manpower to send over. Go find expert draftsmen and get them to duplicate the map. Ask other sects that could be interested in buying them sword graveyards map and tell them we'll sell to them cheaply. Should we ask some specific? No, ask all of them. Doesn't matter. Find out where the divine dragon went to. There's no room for failure. Can you really read the sword graveyard? Isn't it some nonsense rumor? I heard people talking about the sword graveyard's appearance at least 5 different occasions. I'm telling you, it's different this time around. Can you see the amount of people gathered here? The ones who spread their information. Oh yeah, this is a good time to end it. So, all right. Thank you for joining me, and have a good day.